Hey, okay, something bad has happened. Welcome to Integrated Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. I was trying to get the last video uploaded and get out of here because I got a bunch of things to do, and they weren't saving my video, which made me sit here for a few more minutes, and I'm glad I did because as I was messing around with the laptop, I saw this. San Jose votes to be the first U.S. city, that's San Jose, California, first U.S. city to institute gun ownership requirements. Not surprised that it's San Jose. I'll tell you why in a minute. The California city that goes on, who is this? MSN.com. California city of San Jose is set to become the first in the United States to enforce an ordinance requiring most gun owners to pay a fee and carry liability insurance. In a statement on Tuesday night, San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo said the city's council had voted in favor of both measures, which are aimed at reducing the risk of gun harm and relieving taxpayers of the financial cost of gun violence. Well, that is great news because I'm sure that all of the gangbangers are rushing down now. It's going to be great for the insurance salesman, right? Because all the gangbangers now are going to be buying liability insurance for all of their legal weapons. These people are beyond insane. Now, 2 points here. First, I'll say the reason that I'm not surprised at San Jose is because we had a police chief here in Kansas City. His name was Joe something or other. He was from New York. He had a Harvard degree in business or some stinking thing. And after the last of the real police chiefs left here in Kansas City back in the 70s, he somehow, and so one of you will know his name, Joe somebody or other, a real idiot, they gave him the job here in Kansas City, and that's when Kansas City law enforcement went down the tank. Well, he was here for a few years, and then he went out to San Jose, and one of his first memos was that KCPD was no longer allowed to shoot juveniles. Now, I don't know if you've seen some of these 6'2", 220-pound 17-year-olds, but I guess it was a matter you had to chase them down, you had to catch them, you had to restrain them, and then you had to have them show ID before you could shoot them. Anyway, that's when the real mess in Kansas City started, and San Jose got him, and it sounds like he and San Jose were made for each other. Now it goes down here to say that blah, blah, funds generated, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It says having liability insurance is meant to encourage gun owners in San Jose to take safety measures, including having gun safes, installing trigger locks, and taking gun safety classes. Gun owners who do not acquire insurance, however, will not lose their guns or face criminal charges under the new rules. Well, we know about the camel's nose in the tent, right? This is how it starts. And I want to point out a very important lesson here, and that is all of the people who don't think that politics is important, who don't think that voting is important. Are you going out now and taking it to the next level over this thing in San Jose? Are you going out to do the things that you have peppered all the comments sections in mine and many other channels about we got to do this and we got to do that because politics doesn't matter? If you are, you're a fool. This was the result of politics. And if I just lost 100 subscribers, I don't care. If you're that stupid, I don't want you. Okay? This was the result of politics, and this was the result of the other side getting out there and working, and the more conservative people going, well, they better not do that. That's unconstitutional. Saying something is unconstitutional is like saying you can fly. It doesn't matter unless you do something about it, okay, unless you show it. Now, this was the result of, I know California's been headed that way for a long time, but that's politics. That's how things get done. Okay. This was the result of politics. And now they've passed this law and they say there's not going to be any criminal charges, things like that. Well, there's other ways around this. Besides that, there very well may be criminal charges. This this says,
Hello,
what's going
everybody.
on
This is
here?
Mark Blank.
Why is that? This shows the direction that the City Council of San Jose is going. And it shows the direction that many of the citizens in San Jose are going, or they wouldn't have passed this because they know they would be voted out next time. And that's a result of not enough people on the Second Amendment side standing up, being vocal, not just in a little get-together, not just on the comment sections of the YouTube channels that they like, but with their friends and in the community, and separating themselves. This is the separatist mentality. I'll tell you what, a separatist mentality is a mentality that is all about the final fight. Okay? Well, the final fight, it means just that, the final fight. If you're going to fight the fight that's going on, you don't do that by being a separatist. And if you really care about this stuff, and maybe you don't, and that's your business, I'll leave it up to you. It's not up to me to tell anybody how to feel. But if you really believe in this stuff, well then, hey, the fight is out there for you to get involved in, and you'd better. And if you don't, then, then what you're left with is every time something like this comes up, then you can get all, that's just not right. That's just terrible. We got to do something about it. Well, it's been time for you to do something about it. Where you been? Okay. Enough of my rant today. I just thought you'd like to know that. This is, when I talk about we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow, I'm talking about doing the things that we can do today. And part of that, a major part of that, from the macro scheme of things, is being politically involved. Our country was not started by the guy with the musket shooting the British soldier. Okay, it was started with politics. It ended with politics. Okay, all that other stuff comes in between. And if you've limited yourself to only being a part of that, you have really limited yourself, and you've really limited, what contribution you can make. So I'll leave it at that. You all have a good day. I bet you that San Jose U-Haul is running out of trailers. What do you want to bet? See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.